What is up, people of the world? It's me again, Alex Swimmer, aka AP3 Jumped, and I'm back to do another review for you guys. It's honestly been a while since I've done any sort of episode reviews. Honestly, I think the last one I did was for Amphibia. Because, yeah, it's the absolute last one I've done. And since then, I've been lacking in video. I've been lacking in ideas for videos lately. So I've only been uploading like once a week. They were both reaction videos to different things for they were real Nintendo related things, but I get to actually look like a decent I actually get to look like a human being for these videos again. First new video review in a long time to where my hair looks the way it should, and yeah. Anyway, with the return of these reviews, My Little Pony has also returned from its summer hiatus because ever since the show has been doing its seasons year round in 2015, they would have mid-season hiatuses during the summertime, and so this episode it's called The Last Laugh. And yeah, this episode is really good. It's really fun. It has a very good lesson that resonates with me like really well. And it's not honestly there aren't too many lessons in MLP that like really resonate with me on 100% on a personal level because that I could, hold on, let me rephrase that. There are very few lessons in My Little Pony to which I can 100% relate to and that are relative to my own life. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, any My Little Pony lesson I take to heart, but this one really hit home with me. And I'm sort of getting ahead of myself. So, what's the episode about exactly? Well, it stars Pinkie Pie and another character. Who's this other character, you ask? Well, this this character is actually it's a character we haven't seen in 5 years, not since season 4. Because this episode marks the return of one of my favorite one-time characters from this whole series, Cheese Sandwich, voiced by none other than Weird Al Yankovic, whom just so happens to be one of my favorite celebrities. So yeah, I was so thrilled to see that Cheese Sandwich came back. I wasn't spoiled for it because I don't like to look get episode synopses for future episodes. I just don't like to do that unless I'm in a podcast and I sort of have to do that in order to talk about at the said episode that way. In any other case, I just don't do that. So I'm glad I went into this spoiler free. So because the only thing I knew about the episode was the title and that was it. And so this episode is about Pinkie Pie getting an invitation from Cheese Sandwich and finds out that Cheese opened up this factory where he makes all these different novelty items and whatnot. And honestly, I was getting vibes from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory a little bit throughout the episode. But yeah, this that was neat. So Pinkie Pie arrives to the factory and turns out Cheese Sandwich has lost his laugh. He's sort of become depressed and nothing is really making him even smile anymore. And he said to Pinkie Pie that she's the funniest person that he knows, and if Pinkie Pie can't even make him smile, then no one or nothing can. So they try all sorts of ways to try to make him smile again and to make him laugh again. It turns out that's the reason why he's been so burnt out and has lost his laugh is it's not for the reason that anyone thinks. It's rather, how did Pinkie Pie say it again? She said that the problem is it's not that anyone needs to make Cheese Sandwich laugh. It's Cheese Sandwich needs to make someone else laugh in order to be happy and smile again. And once they figure that out, and once they find the solution, Cheese Sandwich sings a song, and yeah, I was wondering what kind of song he was going to sing. I was wondering when he was going to sing in the episode. So, because yeah, like someone else said in another review, you can't have Weird Al Yankovic make a guest appearance in anything and have him and not sing. That's just a far cry. You just can't have Weird Al make a guest appearance and then not sing. That just doesn't make any kind of lick of a sense. So yeah, that song was fun. It was similar to his first song back in season 4. I don't remember the damn name of it, but this song was also good, and it was a nice and long song. It lasted like 2.5 minutes. So, and we rarely get those like really really long songs, that's like a full length song in this show. It's kind of rare, to be honest. So when we do get to see that, it's always fun to watch. And yeah, Pinkie Pie even provided backup vocals in this, which was great. And yeah, Boneless doesn't dance anymore. He doesn't have a live action dancing sequence anymore. But Boneless is he's still just as fun as always, even though he's boneless and he's just a rubber chicken toy. I actually used to own one of those. And yeah. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, Pinkie Pie helps out Cheese Sandwich, and Cheese Sandwich is actually able to go out and travel Equestria again to make people laugh throughout all of Equestria, because that's what he was doing before he opened up the factory. And once Cheese Sandwich decided to do that again, he decided to pass the torch down to his top employee. I can't remember his name, but he I think he's like an accountant or whatever, and he has gray skin, fur or whatever. He's gray and he wears like dark purple clothing, and I think he has if you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. I just don't remember his damn name. But yeah, he gets the job of running the whole factory, and he's ever grateful for that. And yeah, the episode, that's where the meat and potatoes of the episode ends. So the overall theme of the episode, like I said, was really good. There was a lot of things that both Pinkie Pie and Cheese Sandwich were questioning about themselves. And it's at the beginning of the episode, Pinkie Pie was stating that she has yet to fulfill her life's purpose. She has yet to achieve a major accomplishment. And she even pointed this out in the episode. Rainbow Dash got inducted into the Wonderbolts. Fluttershy opened up her sanctuary. Twilight became a princess, and then opened up the School of Friendship. Rarity opened up her boutiques, and she opened up multiple boutiques, if I remember correctly. Applejack has had her farm, and she's been working on her farm throughout the entire series, her whole life. But I've seen other people say that, well, Pinkie Pie, her life purpose has always been to make people smile, but the thing is, though, the Pinkie Pie has yet to achieve a major accomplishment, like she herself has been saying. And will she get to actually do that, or will she just be like Applejack and have making people laugh be her major accomplishment, and winded up being her major accomplishment all along, just like Applejack. So yeah, that's interesting to think about, and interesting for any viewers to watch as well. And let's think about this episode before I forget. This is one of those episodes in which the story is able to relate to both kids and adults, more so with adults, actually, I think. A little bit. But I mean, kids can take this. Kids can apply this lesson to their own lives as well. And Cheese's predicament of him, being burned out. That's a very realistic thing that a lot of people deal with. Not just creative people like myself. Although I personally have never experienced creative burnout, I have experienced, lack of gumption when it comes to doing anything creative. Sometimes I'm really lazy and I don't have the gumption to do anything creative or to continue a major project. So, and back to the other thing about people feeling burned out. Like I said, it's not just creative people who go through that. Any person who works and any person who has any kind of job is going to feel that way. Now, I have been in ruts before when I've worked at some jobs. And when I worked at Kroger, I was in a rut because I would work there for so long, and I was starting to get a little bored, and I was wanting more, and I just wanted. Luckily now I'm able to get a new and better paying job here shortly this month, and so we'll have yet to see if I get it for whatever new jobs I get, if I will ever be into any kind of rut ever again. But I could spend all day talking about this sort of phenomena, and because it's a very relatable topic for adults especially. I mean, it's just one of those episodes that, like I said, I sound like a broken record, but this episode really hits home with me, and hits home for a lot of people because this is something that people deal with, like, at least once throughout their lives, or somewhat regularly throughout the year. And that's exactly what Cheese Sandwich was dealing with. And Pinkie Pie was also questioning what was going to be her outstanding achievement. And my oven just went off, so that means I have to end off the video. So if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned for more reviews. I'm reviewing lots of other stuff. I'm reviewing today the other new episode that came out, today. And soon I'll also be doing reviews for Infinity Train and Rocko's Modern Life Static Cling. So I don't have exact dates for those, but be sure to stay tuned throughout the rest of this weekend and the rest of next week. Anyways, I'm Alex Warmer, aka AP3 Jump. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That is it for me, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.